week on the No More Late Fees podcast, we are joined again by our friend and mutual and fellow movie lover, Maria. Hey, Maria.
Hey,
So happy to have you back.
very happy to be here. Happy to discuss this movie.
Oh, yes. We knew if we were doing Star Wars again, we would have to have the biggest Anakin lover to come on board. So
I'm very happy to be known as that. It's very good for my brand.
I mean, it's literally in your bio on TikTok.
I have no shame with it. I'm like, you know what? This is who I am. This is me now.
I love that.
I definitely think it's that TikTok, like, is that your man? Yes, yes, it is.
So
As-
the amount of times I thought of that while watching this movie,
I'm gonna stick beside him.
there's so many times where he did it. I'm like, yep, that's him. And Padme, definitely, like, she gets it.
You mean the groomer? Because when we did the first movie, I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's grooming him. Mhm.
Oh yeah.
So anything new that you want to share with us? How's everything going on TikTok?
It's good. Actually, it was so funny that because I got a call from Temple of Geek. They were asking if I wanted to do San Diego Comic-Con panel. I was just like, oh my gosh, I didn't budget for it for this year because it's literally in 2 months. It's a
Yeah.
lot of money. So I don't know. I'm excited for being considered to do more things. I obviously love TikTok, but I've been doing more things discussing Avatar and anime, discussing Bridgerton. So branching out a bit, but yeah, same old fandoms and TV loving things, just trying to expand on it and do more with it.
That's awesome. San Diego Comic-Con, I've always wanted to go to that one, but I always feel like I would have extreme anxiety because I used to go to New York Comic-Con every year and it started to get so crazy. And I was just like, I can't. There's too many people.
Yeah, and I almost feel like I've never actually gone to a con. So I was just like,
Really?
yeah, and I feel like I would love to go, but to be on a panel, my first con, I love that she considered me. Also, I don't know if I'm allowed to be talking about this. So I was like, we literally just had a call. But I was just kind of like, okay, maybe let me do New York. I was just like, let me just go to a con first and then we'll see. So
Yeah.
I've turned it down. And plus there's so many great people at Temple of Geek that are going to hopefully be on the panels that I'm just and I encourage everyone to watch it. I guess my imposter syndrome is kicking in. And I was very much, no, not me. Someone else can do it.
I really think, I know financially I get it, but next time you should do it, girl. You are
Yeah.
so good, especially when it's like a movie or show that you're really passionate about. You do such a great job of talking about it, but also breaking it down for someone who's never seen it before. I think that's why any new topic that you decide to touch on, so many people gravitate towards it because your enthusiasm is just contagious. So
Oh,
yeah.
appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I guess my biggest thing is warming up to the idea that I can do more. So working on that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, we think you could do it. So
thank you. That's why I love being here. It's just fun talking to you guys about our passions and it just comes out, So
Yeah.
it's always the company, right? Who you're with that always brings
yeah,
it out of you too.
so true.
So we have a new game. It's called Villain Worship. I love a villain.
I do too.
We are going to list our top 3 hottest villains, and then we will collectively have to rank them from 1 to 9.
This
Hottest.
is very hard.
I already know my first one.
Oh, this is hard because I love villains.
You
I know you
do.
do.
It's literally my brand to love a villain.
I very much felt. Oh, okay.
Oh, Danielle.
That giggle.
That's never a good thing.
I feel recognize that giggle. Oh my god. Okay. I think I did mine. All right. I can only do 3, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
but you may want to have 1 or 2 backups just in case
Okay.
we say one of yours.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay.
You know what? I'm just gonna, oh gosh, I feel like I'm gonna miss one. That's what's killing me.
That's the stressful part because there's so many.
All right. Mario, we'll start with you for your first pick.
Well, no surprise. It's gonna be Anakin Skywalker.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but he's like the prototype for hot villain. Like I think he's the one that defines the genre, in my opinion.
That's a hot take. All right.
Well, I mean, okay, I guess like for the early 2000s, because like since then, like I guess like growing up, he was like the hot villain for me. So like my awakening. But okay, getting past him, well, there's something new. So this I'm gonna giggle at. But I don't know if you guys watched Dune 2 recently, but Faith Rotha, Austin Butler playing him. I did this. I've never had a feeling for Austin Butler. Like he's a very attractive man. But something about seeing him bald and like absolutely covered in like chalk white dust and just being ridiculous, like did it for me. I know, like those faces, like they're saying it all. But I bought the Funko Pop. Like that is how obsessed I am of him.
The minute he don't have any eyebrows in that, does he?
I know when it worked.
But you know what? I'm not going to judge because I've got some wild choices on my
No,
end.
I went unhinged. I was like, you know what? I'll be honest. I'll be unhinged for you guys because there's like also. Oh, okay. So the reason why I brought him up is that there's a new TikTok video, obviously, of him practicing the knife scene.
Oh yes, I
And
saw your video.
It's very much giving Anakin practicing his lightsaber fights. Like I sent it to my one friend that watched you, and she's like, "This is so Anakin coded," and I'm like, "Yes, you see the vision." So like, that is why I had to bring him up. And then to keep it cute, I was like, okay, so young Coriolanus Snow recently too. I think like I don't know, he's also a dictator. He also had a love interest and made him go crazy. So, and Tom Blythe paid him very, very well. So I want to shout out young Coriolanus Snow too.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Jackie, do you have yours?
Yes.
Like what I would
Probably. Okay, for my number one, we just talked about him on our last episode. Todd Gaines from Go.
Ben.
That's good.
Oh,
Oh, that's really
he
good.
made me feel things in
Yeah.
1999. My second one is Stu Makehart. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name from Scream. Matthew
Yes.
Lillard.
How did I forget? Oh my God. Yes. Oh,
And then I'm going to do my Star Wars obsession, Kylo Ren from the new trilogy, played by Adam Driver.
like grandfather likes grandson.
Right? And it's so weird because like I don't find Adam Driver really attractive in anything else he does, but as Kylo Ren, for some reason, I am there.
There's like the Bridgerton effect. There's a Star Wars effect for sure.
Definitely.
Mhm.
What about you, Danielle?
So number one is Aaliyah in The Queen of the Damned, Akasha. I don't know what she's saying most of the time in this movie. I don't care. She's hot. Voldemort.
Danielle.
You know what? I said Fade Rotha. It's okay. I can't say anything.
He does it for me.
Is it
I
because
don't
it's
know.
Ralph Phineas or is it because it's Voldemort?
Oh no, it's just Voldemort.
Okay.
Such an apologist.
He had a hard childhood. And
Not even Tom Riddle, like Voldemort.
Yeah.
Okay. Just make sure.
I love a man with a goal in mind.
Without a nose, we got it.
Sacrifices.
Yeah. And number 3, Scar.
Wait, I missed that. Who?
Scar from the Lion King. And I say
Okay,
that
no,
with
that's
my
valid.
full chest.
That's valid. That's so valid.
I just feel like he's always been in his brother's shadow. It wasn't his fault.
I honestly, yeah, I fear it.
And those scars on his face and Jeremy Lyon's voice, he was sexy.
No, there's something but a good scar. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Jeremy Irons, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
what did I say? Lions?
Lions.
I was in the same vein. I'm sure I'm going to think of other villains later, but those were the three that really came up.
I'm glad we didn't stick with animated because, like, I think if we would have gone into animated villains, it would have been like, I don't know, a whole realm. But I could add more with the animated villains. Just saying.
I
Yeah, then
had
you just said Scar. I was like, oh shoot, maybe we could do animated.
I had a backup of Lucy Liu from Payback because
Yes, I was thinking Lucy Liu too.
I had Oranishi from Kill Bill Volume 1.
yes.
Yes. I also want to add Shigo from Kim Possible. Just saying.
Yes. Something about the
Dream
green.
cosplay. Dream
Yes.
cosplay.
All right, now we have the hardest part, which is that we have to collectively rank, which means that we have to agree on the top of this list. So number 1 is the best and 9 the worst. And let's start with 9. Let's start with negotiations at number 9. And
Okay, so my nominations for 9.
just say it's Voldemort. I know that's what you're gonna say.
I'm only going Voldemort because he's got no nose.
That is discrimination.
Yeah.
Whatever, fine. But you know what? That damn Faith Rata gotta go.
Yeah, he's gonna be 8. It's okay, that's fine. That he can be
He ain't got no eyebrows and it's not working. He looked like he just rolled around in some flour.
Butler. Let's just not forget he's Austin Butler.
Oh,
Fine.
and I need to
8. I'll give him 8.
Cornelius, that guy who plays Cornelius is pretty handsome.
And I just want to say he has 3 haircuts. So look at him whenever he has the shaved haircut with the dog tags. Just saying. You have to look up. I also want to bring up the fact that the guy, like, it's 3 movies. It's the Hunger Games. People literally don't have food. He got 3 different haircuts in this whole movie with bleached blonde hair. Like, this guy's living large.
I have to say that I'm not attracted to Adam Driver at all.
That's fair.
Okay.
I don't, but it's also not just that. I'm looking at some of the other people on this list and I find them pretty attractive.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, it's hard to compare them. That's the thing.
Now here's the question: does Scar beat Kylo Ren?
So for me, he doesn't. But I feel like Jackie might have to
agree with Maria.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Y'all are a bunch of haters. That's fine.
I'm sorry. Aaliyah's gonna be top 3. I promise.
Yeah. You came in real solid at the beginning, and then it just kind of fell apart.
Solid number 3 pick right there. So, like, I'm sorry, the other 2 have to be the bottom 3.
But I will happily put Kylo Ren at number 6.
Yeah. I put the Coinus Snow as number 5 even. Because, like, the other ones are good. Just saying. Okay. I think I know my top 3, so I'm gonna let you guys go next.
All right. I very much think Todd Gaines is in my top 3.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do Stu and Aaliyah are in my top 3.
I will
still
say,
my top 3, I'm sorry.
Anakin Hayden Christensen is not my favorite.
That's fine. We're gonna spend a whole movie, like a whole episode talking about him. So I will let him be 4.
Okay.
I'll let him be 4.
Okay.
Okay. Now for Sophie's choice.
Objectively, who is the hottest? Timothy Oliphant, Matthew Lillard, or
Aaliyah?
Aaliyah.
Objectively, Aaliyah's the hottest.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. But is Timothy, like, I think, I don't know.
I'm sorry. I love Matthew Lillard, but I think Timothy Oliphant is hotter than he is.
I agree with that.
Yeah, Matthew has to be 3. Yeah.
Okay. I like our teamwork.
Yeah. It's because Timothy Oliphant is just so fine. So
yeah.
Okay. So I propose Todd Gaines as number 1 only because in Queen of the Damned, you can't really understand what Aaliyah is.
Don't care. She's hot as fuck. I will not relinquish that.
Yeah.
She's so smoking hot.
But she's also the main character. Like,
but Todd Gaines has a neck tattoo, Danielle.
Oh. She could have gotten a neck tattoo.
But Aaliyah is in like almost like metal sticking to her
Yeah, she's wearing
body.
a metal corset. Like,
And then the way that she moves is like a snake. Like, who's doing that?
she is.
I know that it was hard for her to talk because
The
of
teeth.
her teeth.
Yeah.
So I get it. But also, she's dead. I had to pull that card.
Yeah.
I had to choose
I'm
between she's
I'm
black
gonna-
and she's dead, and I went with she's dead.
I'm gonna walk back and let you guys figure this out because my pick is Aaliyah. So I'm just gonna let you guys figure it out.
I was gonna give it to you before you said she's dead. So the fact that we got that for free, I had already typed Todd Gaines is number 2 when you said, and she's dead.
Oh, that's cute.
R.I.P. Aaliyah.
R.I.P. Queen.
She's a legend. R.I.P. Rest in power for her.
Well,
Did
we
I-
have our top
did I-
9.
Did I go
got
too
there.
far? Maybe. Do I regret it? Absolutely not.
Choices were
Wasn't
made,
necessary,
but
no, but we got it.
yeah, we got there.
I was ready to fight for the death for Aaliyah.
I think we like all understood that Aaliyah would be number 1, but I'm glad you went there anyway.
Yeah. So our top 9: Akasha, Todd Gaines, Stu Mockhart, Anakin Skywalker, Coriolanus Snow, Kylo Ren, Scar,
Yes.
Faith Rauta, and Voldemort.
This is the most unhinged list ever.
I love it.
There's just too many hot villains. That's all.
So I have a question for all of us.
Yes.
If you had to pick one movie that the villain was better than the hero, which movie would it be?
Well, a lot of these movies have that already.
It's true.
Yeah.
But
I'm going Training Day.
yeah.
That's a good
But
movie.
wasn't he the main character? Oh, well, I guess the hero is supposed to be that stupid Ethan guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me not say that. Sorry.
Wait,
I'll take that part out.
I
Yeah.
I do
Alonzo
wish-
Harris is greater than whatever Ethan Hawke's character's name was.
I was gonna say now I want a Scar movie. You got me like thinking differently about him.
Yeah.
I want like more of it for Scar. I don't know. I thought about this today. I made a video talking about Calypso from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Ooh,
Tia
yes.
Dalman. Why didn't we ever get a movie about her?
Because we don't get movies about black witches.
And the thing is, she's literally Davy Jones's love interest. So I would say that. I know everyone loves Jack Sparrow and stuff, but I don't know, I didn't really care much
Mhm.
about him. I wanted to hear more about the lore of the haunted pirates. So I
Yeah.
want to hear about Davy Jones's love interest with Calypso. So I would say her.
For me, it's Gary Oldman. In literally every movie he plays the villain, but
Fair.
I think I'm going to go with Leon the Professional. He just was really good in that movie. I was gonna say The Fifth Element, but it was so weird in that movie. When we covered it, we talked about this, about how like
He didn't want to be there.
yeah, he didn't want to be there, and he didn't seem like he was much of an antagonist to anybody. It was like he never even interacted with the quote unquote hero, so I wouldn't even count it. But definitely in Leon the Professional, like you obviously want Natalie Portman and oh god, what's that guy's? Well, you know, the Frenchman's to survive, but you're very intrigued. Oh, my second runner up, very unhinged, and I'm really mad now that I didn't have him on the list, is Justin Theroux in the Charlie's Angels movie.
Yes.
Oh,
When-
wait. Sorry, go ahead.
When I found out that that man was not Irish, I was shooketh because I thought he was 100%.
Wait, also the other character, I'm blanking on that guy's name.
Oh, the
Drew
thin
Barrymore's
man.
love interest,
Yes.
the dance sequence. What was his name?
Oh, the guy from Back to the Future.
Yeah,
Hold on.
well, he's in every. I think he's like great in everything. He's in that like Mr.
Crispin Glover. I got to it before I looked it up.
Oh, Crispin Glover's great. I was thinking of. Wait, let me just look it up because it's gonna bug me.
Oh, you're talking about the
You know.
dancing dude.
Yeah.
Oh, Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell.
Yeah, not a
Thinking about
fan.
Sam Rockwell.
As an honorary Blockbuster employee, you get to pick 3 movies. We won't even limit you to our time frame. Just
Okay.
3 movies that you think people need to see.
Oh, cool. Sky High for sure. Let's see about Sky High needs to be out there for sure. Oh, people need to see.
Or that you love, whichever.
Yeah.
You're recommending.
That's really hard. Yeah. Okay, so Polite Society. If you guys have not watched Polite Society,
I have seen it.
Yeah, it's like one. I don't know. It's just like so. I've just found out like the director of Polite Society. She makes one of my favorite shows of all time. It's called Weird Lady Parts. It has great South Asian Muslim queer representation. It's about 5 Muslim girls who just want to make a rock band, and it's so funny. They're doing a season 2 finally, and just found out today. But she made this movie called Polite Society, and it's just like beautiful, and it's so like it kind of gives me not Get Out vibes, but like Jordan Peele, but like it just like masters this idea of like horror with comedy so well, and it's dramatic. It's South Asian representation. So Polite Society, Sky High. Can I do a Bollywood movie?
Of course.
Absolutely.
I'll pick Dil Danielle Le Jayenge because it's one of my favorite movies and it's like on my top 4 letterbox. So, but yeah, no, it's so hard to pick like top 3 movies.
Yeah.
Those are
So what is
sure.
that movie about?
It's a it's like basically like the testament to every South Asian millennial brown girl, in the sense this girl, she grows up dreaming of this perfect guy. The perfect guy is Shah Rukh Khan, who, if you don't know who Shah Rukh Khan is, he is like the staple of the Bollywood actor. Like he just plays the like romantic interest so well. He's like the Colin Firth of our generation, let's put it that way.
Gotcha.
And he like is this like really rich kid who doesn't need to do anything. So he's going on a European vacation. But meanwhile, this girl who has been dreaming of meeting this like perfect guy in her dreams, she begs her parents to go on this European vacation. That's like her last hurrah before she has to get married because her father wants her to get married to someone back in India. And she's like, okay, I'll do that, but let me go on this vacation. And on this vacation, she meets Shah Rukh Khan's character and they fall in love. They do every romantic trope. Like they do like the one bed trope. They do like, enemies to lovers. It's just like all those things. And like it has a great soundtrack. It's beautifully choreographed. It's like one of the most iconic Bollywood movies. The movie came out like I want to say 25 years ago. It still plays in theaters now. And it like kind of just like shaped our generation. So like if you're gonna get into Bollywood movies, that's always my number 1 pick because that's the one that kind of like reset our like rom-com movies essentially.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. So it's one of my and I watched it when I was like 5 years old, and I was just like my brain chemistry since then. I'm just like that is the man that I'm gonna marry. Like not realizing that he's like 20 years older than me. I'm just like that's just love in my opinion.
Well, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you on social so they can check out your content?
For sure. So I'm on TikTok and Instagram under Maria Watches Everything. And I talk about movies and TV and fandoms on there.
And you guys can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Threads at No More Late Fees. Next week is going to be the mother of all episodes as we cover the First Wives Club with our moms.
Our mamas.
Yep. It's not one you're going to want to miss.
You better look into the camera the whole time, Danielle.
It's going to be so fucking chaotic.
Oh my God, that's going to be such a good episode though.
And Maria, thank you for joining us for the episode and our wild ride of villains that we find hot. So it's a pleasure to have you as always. We love these conversations with you, and you are welcome back anytime you want.
Anytime.
Thank you guys for having me. I always love coming here.
And as always, be kind and rewind.